Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Drewsfoodreviews. And today, got another episode of Classic Candy Corner. And I remember the other day when I was on my live stream, I was talking with a couple of you out there, and we were going over some of the old time candies that we remember from our childhood, and somehow we got on the subject of, all the old kind of classic candies and some of the ones that were like really bad, and the ones that, they were all cheap versions of everything and you didn't like them, and they were usually around for Halloween, and the cheap people would give you the the crummy Halloween candy. And I don't know how I got on this subject or why I thought of these. Thought it was along the line of the dreaded Halloween candies that you used to get, like the candy corn. No one really liked candy corn, or the little cheap lollipops. They were in the little plastic, they were little flat ones. They were like about a dime a piece, whatever. You get a big bag of them for like $1. And then they had like the sweet tarts and the sugar daddies and the pixie sticks and all that kind of cheap stuff out there. And everybody would be like, oh man, these are no good. They're cheap. And they weren't very good. And ran across these at the dollar store. And I didn't ever think, I never thought that I'd be doing a video or a review about these, but what the heck. This was something that I remember growing up with when I was little. And this one is from Melster's Candies. And some people don't know what these are. They've never heard of them. They've never seen them. But these are the Circus peanuts. And they're marshmallows. All they are is just little orange marshmallows, and they're shaped like a peanut. And I guess it's supposed to be something like you would have at the circus. Why you think you'd want a marshmallow circus peanut, I don't know. And I'll just go on the back here. This one is 140 calories for 6 pieces, and it says, since 1919, Melster Candies has been a family favorite of holiday special occasions and as an everyday treat. Melster's Candies continues to produce all the candies that Americans love, from our factory to your table. Made in the USA. Oh, I better get cracking on this one because it expires the 7th of September this year. So I don't know. This is made by Impact Confections Inc. Something like that. I don't know that I ever got these, and I think at Halloween time you can get them in a bag and they come like individually wrapped. I get like 2 or 3 peanuts in a little bag, and you hand them out to the kids, and they complain, cheap guys. And here we go. I'm going to just open this up if I can. Yeah, it was kind of, there we go. Oh, yeah, they kind of have that kind of, they're a little tough. They're a little bit hard and chewy. They're not really soft like squishy like a marshmallow. They are a little bit squishy, but they got a little bit of spring back to them. And they kind of have like it's not like a regular sugary marshmallow. It's kind of sweet, kind of, I don't know, like a fruity kind of smell to it. And you can see here, it's got the little imprint, so it does kind of look like a peanut. And again, that is a peanut, not something else. And I'm trying to remember. I'm going to go ahead and break this open because I think, no, they are throughout it. Some of them don't have the orange coating all the way through. They just got like an orange coating and then it's white in the middle. But I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. Yeah, it's kind of like It's a very grainy kind of sugary thing, but I'm trying to think what that flavor is. I think it's kind of like an orange cream or an orange coating, but it's like, it's not tart, it's real sweet, like orange frosting or something like that, almost reminiscent of. And again, it wasn't something that I would get every Halloween. It's kind of the rejects, and they would also, back when I was little, in the days before all these newfangled candies that they've got out today, us old fogies remember there was only a couple kinds of candies. Mostly it was, you know, like chocolate bars, sweet tarts, pixie sticks, that kind of thing. They didn't have all this unique candy that they have now, the gummy bears and all that. I don't even think gummy bears were around when I was little. They kind of came out somewhere around probably like the 80s or somewhere along that line. I know they were big in Germany, but they probably didn't make it out here, so this is kind of like, I guess, our gummy bear. And usually after Halloween time, when the Halloween was over, then they had the leftover candy on closeout. This was usually one of them, and then usually pixie sticks and little cheap lollipops, and sweet tarts were kind of ones that were a little bit left over that didn't sell well. And it wasn't something that everybody, and then the candy corn, there's always candy corn left over at Halloween. Either you love it or you hate it. A lot of people don't like it, so it tends to get left over. And sometimes you get like jelly beans. I don't know why they would want to give out jelly beans, and those were the old style jelly beans, not the Jelly Bellies like we have with all the cool flavors. They were the big jelly beans that you get, and they were like just sugar. They didn't have any real flavor to them. They were just different colors. They all tasted kind of the same, except for the ones, I think, the black ones, and that was like licorice. But that was kind of the thing at Halloween time, when you'd have all the different flavors of the candy and things like that, and these were one of them. And I don't say that I dislike them. They weren't really my favorite candies, but you know, when you get to the end and of your Halloween bag, and you'd have, you know, all the go through all your chocolate and all your good candy, like you know, like the Three Musketeers and the Snickers and the little bite-sized things and all that, and start getting towards the end, and you'd have to get into the sweet tarts and all that, and usually had some of these left over. And back in the old day, they would actually give these loose, I think sometimes. Just throw a couple peanuts in your bag. Yeah, not like today where everything's got to be looked over, it's got to be prepackaged, and you know, the kids can't have it if it's not wrapped up. So that's kind of a shame, but yeah, these were something that I remember from when I was little. It was always a fun thing to try. So that's kind of my memory of the dreaded Circus peanuts, and some of kind of the memories that go along with it. So if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over here. And if you guys are liking the Classic Candy Corner series, where I get to share a little bit of my childhood and some of my memories with you guys and go over some of the classic candy, go ahead and let me know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know whether you like it, or if it's something maybe you're not so hot on, and maybe I'll retire the series or change it up a little bit or something like that. So anyway, just thought I'd go over some of the classic candies from when I was little and share a little bit of stories with you guys. So till next time on Drew's Food Reviews, I'll talk to you later.